Good morning. I'm making breakfast right now. I'm not really hungry, but I figured I better eat some protein to help regulate my hunger throughout the day because I think breakfast is pretty important for that. So I'm just using up the rest of this spinach. Going to cook it down, then add some eggs. I kind of feel like I want this to be spicy, so I'm going to add some hot sauce and maybe some dried peppers. So I'll have this and a couple of sausage links. All right, so this is breakfast. 2 eggs, spinach, red bell peppers, a little dollop, probably about a tablespoon of avocado mayonnaise, hot sauce, and 2 chicken, spinach, feta, sausage links. So this is going to be my lunch, leftover keto stir fry. So I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to eat this up. So as a little dessert, I made myself a protein shake. It's chocolate almond milk, monk fruit, 2 little cubes of ice, and the protein powder. I want to make sure I get enough protein today. Hey, so I just got home from my improv class. This was actually the last class of Player Truth. Last class, but I still have a showcase left, which means I'll be performing in front of a live audience, a live public audience, people who pay for a ticket. Some people. It'll be a mixture of paying customers and also family and friends. So, still a little nerve wracking though. It always is, but it's always fun too. So, anyways, I think one thing I didn't show that I ate today was, or maybe I did show it, but I made a chocolate protein shake. So I had one of those. I can't remember if I videoed it or not. It just consisted of the chocolate almond milk, protein powder, and monk fruit sweetener. Those drinks are really good. I added 2 cubes of ice to it this time also, and it made it real cold. So it was good. I'm hungry right now though. Like I want to eat something. And that reminds me, I needed. Well, I'll have to get something for lunch tomorrow. Um, I just have stuff for breakfast, so I'll have to do that. But, anyways, diet wise, it was a good day. Um, I'm trying to intermittent fast. I've been thinking about intermittent fasting, and I've kind of been also thinking about my stagnant weight, how my weight's not going down. So I was just watching some videos and I came across one by Jason Fung. I really believe what Jason Fung preaches about weight loss. To me, it just makes sense. And I've heard of this before, but I guess I kind of forgot about it. But he talks about controlling the body fat thermostat. It kind of rhymed. But basically, it's I don't know. You can look up the video to get a more detailed definition of what it means. But to paraphrase, it is basically your body. Let's say your body likes being 300 pounds, and then you lose some weight by a severe calorie deficit diet that a lot of people do, and drop they drop some weight, but the body wants to stay at 300 pounds. So it's going to increase hormones in your body, hormones like insulin and also cortisol. Um, so it makes you hungry. I might be wrong about that. I don't know if I don't think the body just generates insulin. It's only created when you eat food or sugar, carbs. Like I said, you can Google the video to learn more about it. But basically, what it boils down to is you want to lessen the insulin and cortisol in your body. So, sorry, my arm's getting tired already. I know this isn't the best view, actually. Let me put it up here. Basically, wait, the object of The body fat thermostat is wanting to control your insulin and cortisol levels in your body. So I think I have the insulin part down pretty well. I want to say there's a third hormone, but I can't remember now. I think it was just these two, I guess, the two main ones. Um, so like, just I took some bullet points about what he talks about and things that can lessen these two hormones in your body. Um, so, like, for example, insulin, low carb diet. I've been doing that. Reduce ultra processed foods. I've been doing pretty well with that. Regular exercise lessens insulin. Um, Something that I didn't have on this list that I just thought of is muscle mass also lessens insulin. So I read that in that Outlive book. I forget how it does it exactly, but something about the muscle in your body releases a chemical hormone that removes insulin and stores it in the muscle. So, but regular exercise, I guess that could be like a subset of that. Eat more fiber. That I struggle with. Today I did, honestly, I don't track fiber, so I don't know how I did today. I just know I added spinach into my eggs. That spinach didn't have a lot of fiber. Like, I mean, it was a lot of spinach in the package, but when you cook it down, it shrank a lot. But I want to say I had like 2 or 3 grams of fiber. Like, for all that spinach, it just seemed like a very small amount. So, I don't know, with low carb and especially carnivore, I've been trying to do a carnivore forward diet. Carnivore is very difficult to get fiber. It's like basically impossible, honestly. So, I don't know how that was going to go. I think I'll just continue what I'm doing with the ketovore style diet, and I'll just try to get fiber where I can get it. And intermittent fasting lowers the insulin, or it gives your body longer periods without food, um, which means if you don't have food, then your body's not producing insulin. Um, drinking water, drinking water can help, I believe, release insulin. Um, Maybe not release insulin. I didn't write this down, but drinking water can just help, I guess, your body process the insulin, get rid of it faster. I read, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to think where my sources came from for this, but I just did some Googling. I don't think it was a combination of using AI, maybe to get some ideas, but I think it was mostly Google. Take magnesium. Um, like I said, I think I said earlier that I definitely notice a mental difference when I take magnesium. So I want to get back on magnesium. Today I took magnesium. I found on Google/AI that you shouldn't take magnesium with calcium, because calcium does something in your body to where you're not as you don't absorb the nutrient as well. Um, which leads me to the next one of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of health benefits, um, lowering insulin, and also it, I think, regulates. I don't know if it also regulates cortisol, but I know when you drink it, I I found that it's probably best to drink it in the morning because then it regulates your hunger. You're not as hungry. At least that's what I read. I took it today around lunchtime, so right now I'm pretty hungry. I diluted it. I diluted 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and about it was half of my cup, which is a 30-ounce cup, so it was about 15 ounces of water. Um, I think it needed to be diluted more because it kind of burned my throat. I noticed my gums felt burnt too, so I think tomorrow I'll do a full 30 ounce and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. But taking apple cider vinegar actually helps with the absorption of magnesium. I'm sorry about the camera angle. I know it's not the best. So I plan on first my new routine, starting tomorrow morning, I guess, will be drinking apple cider vinegar when I wake up, and then also taking the magnesium afterwards. Um, so those items that I just listed should help lessen insulin, or help control insulin at least. Then the other paragraph is lessening cortisol. So these two hormones are what's responsible for your body fat thermostat. So essentially, if you lower these things, then your body is supposedly going to go from wanting to be 300 pounds to readjusting itself to a lower weight. So, like, if you that effect of severely limiting calories to lose weight, and then your body always hungry and wanting to put the weight back on, that shouldn't happen if you modify your body fat thermostat. So to lessen the cortisol, regular exercise can decrease stress, which I agree with that. I've noticed that myself. When I work out, I feel just much better. Stress wise, like, I just don't feel mentally stressed. Um, Physically, I definitely feel a lot more awake and active. So I believe exercise definitely helps with that. Maintain a regular sleep schedule. That's one that I feel like I continue to work on. Um, yeah, there's many things that your sleep affects. So I believe that a regular sleep schedule is important to controlling cortisol. I mean, if you don't get sleep the next day, I don't know about you, but the next day without sleep, I'm complete trash. Like, I can't do anything. I just feel terrible, mentally and physically. It's bad. So I definitely need to work on my sleep schedule. Controlling physiological, no, controlling psychological stressors like anxiety, depression. Um, there's different ways of doing that. Um, One way, well, two ways I'm doing it. I go to therapy once a week. And also the magnesium supplements, I've already experienced the effects of that. So that will help with anxiety and depression. I think I mentioned yesterday how I didn't realize that lately I've been feeling kind of anxious. Um, so that's why I wanted to restart the magnesium, which I did today. I took 2 pills. Um, Now I was just thinking about other things, notes to myself on how to treat anxiety and depression. Besides the magnesium supplements, I think regular exposure to the sun, especially the morning light, there's like a certain frequency of light that has benefits to humans in the morning. So I think a morning walk as the sun rises is good to do. And then just talking to friends and family, communicating with people, how human beings are meant to be social creatures. Socializing, getting out of the house and doing stuff helps. Why I started improv. And then lessening caffeine and alcohol intake. I don't really have a problem with those. Sometimes I'll drink sweet tea sweetened with monk fruit. So the tea can have caffeine, but I don't drink coffee. I've never drank coffee. Alcohol, I only drink like socially, so I don't really have a problem with that. Um, so I just wanted this list to remind myself, because it feels like I'll watch a video and like it, but then I forget it, and I never really apply anything I learned to help me. So that's why I created this list, and I'm planning on hanging it up in my room to look at every day. I'll need to make it a habit to actually read every day, just so it sticks in my memory. Um, so I think these are all good things to do. Like, I feel like you can't really disagree with these things being good lifestyle changes. Um, Because I've focused so much on what's going in my mouth, and there's a lot of other things that contribute to weight loss. So things like, I think, like I said, sleep is very important. I need to work on the sleep. I need to work on my water intake. I need to work on being consistent taking the magnesium. I stopped taking it because I was doing like a cocktail of pills, and I stopped it because I thought I was getting the heart palpitations from the vitamin D, so I just stopped everything. I still think that's the case for the vitamin D, um, but I didn't really need to stop the magnesium, so I'm taking that one again. So yeah, it's something that I need to work on. Something that doesn't really require a lot of energy to do, especially going to sleep early. It's just self control of shutting off the cell phone and social media for me. So I just need to do that so I can get better sleep. Um, so I'm going to try to be working on these things. And if y'all can think of anything else that would fall into either of these categories of reducing insulin or cortisol, like I said, I mean, you can recommend any you want, but I feel like I got the insulin part down pretty well. Um, but cortisol, if you notice anything that I should maybe change, then let me know. All right, I'm going to end the video here. So hope you all had a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.